Hello, my name is Rafael Ortiz from the Department of Applied Linguistics, and in this English grammar video we're going to see some uses of it and there as introductory or preparatory particles. These are the contents. We will start with an introduction about their function as introductory particles. We will see some patterns with there plus be, and also some patterns and uses of introductory or preparatory it. The objectives are to understand these patterns of these particles normally used with there plus a form of to be, and the introductory use of it, and also to know how to use these expressions correctly. Let's start with this kind of use. There and it can be used sometimes as empty subjects. They have no real meaning actually, but they are used for this purpose to introduce or identify things in the sentence. On the one hand, we use there plus a form of the verb to be to introduce new information in the sentence, or to say that something exists or happens. So it refers to the existence of things or people. For example, if you need a 3D printer, there is one in room 25. Or there are 2 engineers in the company who are Ph.D. In this case, we do not use the article there after there plus be when we introduce new information. A typical mistake, which is incorrect, it would be to say in the main corridor there is the cash machine. We should say in the main corridor there is a cash machine. On the other hand, we have the use of introductory it to introduce or identify something or someone later in the phrase. For example, what are you worried about? It is the new structure which is not strong enough. In this case, we do not use introductory it to say that something exists or happens. For example, we don't say on campus it's a nice cafe where it's a great choice of coffees. The correct alternative would be on campus there is a nice cafe where there is a great choice of coffees. Let's move on to the patterns of there plus the verb to be. The basic structure is to use there plus a form of to be in the present or past, is or was if the following words are singular, or there plus are or were when the remaining words are plural. There plus be can be followed by a noun or plus a participial clause as well. For example, there is a device protecting the whole installation, or there are 2 scales of temperature used in this project. Another structure is there plus to be or being. In very formal English, academic English, can follow verbs with future meaning, such as anticipate, expect, intend, and many others. Depending on whether they are verbs plus infinitive or ing, we would use one form or another. For example, the director did not expect there to be such an overwhelming response. Or they do not anticipate there being any resistance from this lobby. This is a very formal alternative to the normal alternative in normal English without brackets. We can use with there plus be a variety of forms in the verb to be, including modals and other expressions and different verbs, not only modal verbs. We can see here some examples. There will be, there might be, there must have been, or using other verbs such as there used to be, there is going to be, or there seems to be. For example, I could see oil leaking out. There must have been problems with the tank. In this case, we use a modal verb to give the corresponding meaning. Or there used to be 5 engineers in this plant, but now I am the only one. Or there seems to be little room for making changes to the design. Some common words and expressions are used after there plus be. For example, typically quantifiers such as any, much, some, etc. Are there any more details to discuss, or are there any questions? Indefinite pronouns such as somebody, nothing, and some more. There is nothing to support this hollow beam, or other verbs, as we have seen in a minute ago, combined with to be, such as seem, tend, happen, etc. There tends to be a sudden increase in April. The structure there plus a passive reported verb plus an indefinite noun phrase can be used in academic and formal English to describe a general feeling or belief. We have two examples here. There are thought to be certain factors that may improve this kind of system. Or, according to some tests, there are believed to be 1 million people already affected. In this case, we have very formal expressions, for example, in academic English. Let's move on to the introductory or preparatory it. It, as a preparatory particle, can be a subject, preparatory subject in a sentence. When the subject of a sentence is an infinitive with do or a that clause, we normally put it at the beginning and place the real subject later. This is the normal thing to do. It is difficult to find a good stonemason in this area, or it worries me that the electric motor doesn't work properly yet. There are a number of different ideas that can be expressed through this pattern, such as importance, it is essential to fix the valve; difficulty, it must be hard to live there; possibility, it is probable that the process will be long; normality and frequency, it is unusual to see cars like this; time taken, very typical structure, it took me 3 hours to fix it; emotional reaction, it is interesting to study all cars; ideas coming to your mind, such as it occurred to me that it could be useful, or usefulness, among others. It is very useful to conduct a test first. Other structures are also possible when it is a preparatory subject. We can use WH clauses. It doesn't matter when you arrive. For plus object plus infinitive. It is essential for the design to be ready soon. ING forms, such as it's no use trying to explain it. Sentences with if, as if, or as though. It looks as if its book was caused by a major leak, or special emphasis structures. It was the manager who made that mistake. In this case, we move the important or the emphatic information at the beginning with the help of it. It can also be a preparatory object in a sentence. When the object of a sentence is an infinitive or that clause, we use it as a preparatory or introductory object. Normally, this only happens when there is an adjective here connected to the corresponding object. Reliability tests made it clear that it is a very good car. I consider it important that we should keep calm, or we regard it as inevitable that some cars will not finish the race. When there is no adjective, we don't normally use this structure. Typical mistake would be, I remember it that we were really happy. Introductory or preparatory it structures are sometimes called impersonal it structures, and they are widely used in technical English and academic English to present information, opinions, and feelings in an impersonal way, typical of academic English. Here we have some typical structures. It plus be plus adjective, noun plus infinitive clause. It is easy to be influenced by the work of earlier scientists. It followed by be adjective and that clause. It is not surprising that the results are similar in both tests. Followed by an adjective and a WH clause. It is unclear how this process really starts. Or followed by a verb phrase, usually in the passive, plus a that clause. It has been shown that these problems were caused by heavy metals. As we have seen, it and there, it can also be used in a variety of important structures as preparatory particles, mainly in academic and technical English, although not only in these cases. It is often used to present information in an impersonal or emphatic way. And it is always important to use well these structures, especially the structures associated to verb plus be, since they are commonly confused in learners. I hope this was useful for you not to confuse these important structures. Thank you very much.